What's going on, Master Duel fans? James here again. Another set of deck profiles for you guys for Team 2, Team Light, and Team Earth. For the Light deck of choice, thanks to you guys voted, the return of Magical Muskets, and then for Earth, to assist Vernusylph that they said they need help, Madolches end up winning the voting poll so that Vernusylph Madolches reunite. Deck profiles for you guys. And out of all the decks for the can't even get a little function going on. Out of the two decks that hardcore carried for this event, Vernusylph Madolche does it, and then Magical Musket did showcase some good matches. So Magical Musket deck profile first. And when it comes to Magical Musket, I find this deck to be extremely comfortable without the Fiendsmith good stuff. I am not sold on it because I don't want the Fiendsmith stuff to operate. But Trat stays. Trat is the only card that I want to be in this deck because the whole entire archetype is light fiends in terms of muskets. So Fiendsmith Trat stays. And I put this card down as the very first thing in the deck profile because we got to represent the archetype of muskets. 3 Caspar. This is your Stratos of musket cards, but it cannot be the same one that you just activated from the same column. 2 Doc Holiday. It lets you get any musket card from grave to hand, but it can't be the same one that you used under Doc Holiday. 2 Billy the Kid. This one lets you discard a musket card to draw 2. Super nice. 3 Bellstar, aka Starfire. This is your E-Telly of Magical Musket, level 4 or lower, in defense that's not Bellstar herself. 2 Calamity Janes. There are some lines in which, if for some reason, if I see Kashtira in the triple threat tag team attributes, specifically Kashtira Fenrir and Kashtira Ogre, it makes it so that you always gotta have a second copy of Calamity Jane as a backup. She is your Monster Reborn of Magical Musket in defense, including herself. Wild Bill Hickok. He is your Pot of Avarice, essentially target 3 musket cards and shuffle them up to draw 1. And then Samuel the Black Huntsman, aka Mastermind Zachiel. The idea about Zachiel is you can tribute this big dude by tributing 1 musket monster to tribute summon him. And second of all, during your opponent's end phase, for every musket spell trap that you just used while Samuel is on the field, that's how many cards you get to draw. So the most I can do about Samuel in terms of musket spells and traps would be at least 3. But if you were to have the whole enchilada of musket spells and traps, the max you can do based off from this list is a total of up to 6, which is a hot mess. And obviously, the name of the game is they can use musket spells and traps from your hand as of anyone's turn. For the musket spells and traps, Steady Hands, 3 Cross Dom. Steady Hands is your double up, while Cross Dom is your Imperm with stats go to 0. And this could potentially be like one of those OTK lines if getting the math calculated. by having Samuel being at 5,000 while having one of their opponent's monsters at 0. And it's just to make sure it's guaranteed 5,000 direct damage by running over that monster by battle, and the 5,000 damage is being directed to your opponent with the help of these 2 cards. Desperado, it is your spot removal of 1 face-up card. Dancing Needle, it is your DD Crow for 3 in either graveyard. Last Stand, it is your Spell Trap Negate. Fiendish Steel protects your muskets from destruction, and if for some reason this card gets killed in my possession, this lets you get 1 musket card from deck or grave that's not Fiendish Steel to the hand. For the key cards, as I mentioned earlier about Trat being the very first card because represent the archetype of muskets. 2 Ties of the Brethren. Use it on Billy the Kid and Caspar the Most. If you get Ties Resolve, you basically win. Otherwise, if you go second, Link Into the Reigns is a card. They have to stop the activation of Link Into the Reigns. If they don't, they are in a world of hurt. Especially the fact that Max is a card. It makes it so that you are going to generate so much advantage, whether if it's searching for muskets, spells, and traps, or special too many muskets with different names from the deck, which essentially covers the ground of these 3 cards, 2 Ties and 1 copy of Link. Talents: Thrust, 2 Chalice, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, Call by the Grave, Crossout Designator, Blizzard, 3 Infinite Impermanence. Extra deck is only 10 cards, nothing more, nothing less. Avramax, Lina, Hit Potion again, Nightmare Silbudus, Herald of Mirage Lights, Moon, alongside with Goddess. And the idea about Moon with Goddess is that I can take away 2 of their dudes and then 2 of my dudes just so I can go straight into Goddess. 3 Max, the cheat code. If Max resolves, you literally win. Especially the fact that Link Into the Reigns is a card, basically, once resolve, don't ever try to stop me. Onwards to Vernusylph Madolche for the event. And the list of Vernusylph Madolche is literally the same, it's just I did some twists with it. For the Vernusylphs, 1 rabbit, 1 bear, aka Flowering Fields, Thawing Mountains, 2 Vernusylph Duck, aka Misting Seedlings, 2 Flourishing Hills, aka Flower Girl, 2 Awakening Forest, aka Sleeping Bear, Vera, Vernusylph Goddess, Vernusylph Full Bloom, Vernusylph Flower Buds, and 2 Changing Seasons. Oh, and Vernusylph Corolla, of course. Vernusylph Rabbit is clutch because a lot of times is where if they have hand traps that target, you can just literally have Vernusylph Rabbit out on the field. And especially the fact that if you have Corolla on the field, it makes your whole entire Earth deck is literally foolproof to targeting. That means in the event, no imperms, no Marincess Wave, which I came across one times too many. Anything that says targets in it, there is nothing they can do about it. And then for the Madolche lineup, 2 Hot Cakes, aka Hoot Cake, 3 Mageline, aka Madeline, 2 Pudding Sister, aka Pudding Sister, 2 Angel Jellies, aka Jelly, 2 Messenger Gelato, aka Gelato, 1 Pudding Princess, and then the one of Madolche, Spells and Traps being Chateau, Salon, Ticket, Promenade, and Dessert, straightforward. And I opted to add in Ghost Belle because she's Earth, and it makes it so that 2 things. A, despite the fact that you can't be bestialed, it keeps your opponent's bestials at bay to make sure they cannot be summoned. And B, counters cards such as Call by DD Crow, Ice Shade, Gimir, Adrian, which I happen to randomly come across with this interaction, and anything that says that I cannot end up getting my cards back, Belle can counteract with it, which is nice. And then for the non-engine, as always, talents, 2 Chalice, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, Call by the Grave, Cross Out, Blizzard, 3 Imperm, and I added in 2 Dominus Purge for the sake of searching related good stuff. And obviously, we don't care about being locked out throughout the whole entire game when the whole entire deck is literally Earth. Extra deck consists of Gaga Cowboy, Drill Driver Vespinato, Nightmare Subbutus, Osa, BLS Link, and then for the Madolches, Fresh Sister Tarts, Meanie Meow Caroons, 2 Tiramisu, 2 Tira Phrase, 2 Teacher Souffle, and 2 Alamode. And when it comes to the extra deck usages of the Vernusylph Madolche, Nightmare Subbutus, and Osa were the only non-Madolche named extra deck monsters were made all this time, and then everything else was just easily made because it's the deck, no doubt. And this has been James Polk with the Team Light and Earth attribute deck profiles. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. Also, if you are a brand new or returning Master Duel player after 1 full month of missing gameplay, be sure to use my campaign code in the description below so we can gather the prizes for more future content. Catch you guys next time.